The interesting life of James Bond. Before watching the video, please subscribe to our channel and activate the bell. Thank you. Daniel Craig, born March 2, 1968 in Chester, England, is a Hollywood actor. He is the sixth James Bond character in the series of James Bond spy and action films. His selection as an actor playing the role of James Bond faced a negative reaction from fans of this film, but his performance in the movie Casino Royale made the audience and critics consider him the best James Bond in history. In April 2008, he was announced as the best-dressed man in Britain. In April 2015, he was appointed as the United Nations Global Advocate for Mine and Explosive Ordnance Disposal. Follow this part of Dalgaram to learn more about Daniel Craig. Brief introduction of Daniel Craig. He was born in an ordinary family in Chester, England. His father was a sailor and his mother was a school art teacher. Daniel was not very lucky as a child because at the age of 4, his parents separated from each other, and after that Daniel traveled to different cities to live with his mother. Because his mother was an art lover and had a hand in the management of a theater, he became interested in acting at an early age, and under the encouragement of his mother, he started acting by attending school plays. Daniel performed several plays during his school days until at the age of 16 he decided to leave school and audition for a theater group. With a lot of effort and persistence, Daniel finally managed to fit himself in this group, which was called NYT, and performed with them in cities such as London, Valencia and Moscow. He then took an exam to enter the Guildhall School, which was rejected at first, but with an exemplary effort, he finally managed to enter this school in 1988 and then graduated with students of that period such as Ewan McGregor and Joseph Fiennes. After graduating, Daniel was able to make his way to television and appear in a number of BBC series, but his international appearance, which brought him great fame, was related to the supporting role he played in the movie Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. He played opposite Angelina Jolie. After that, by appearing in the acclaimed movie Road to Destruction, he was able to continue his presence in Hollywood until he was chosen to play the role of James Bond. Things you don't know about Daniel Craig. In 2007, Daniel Craig was chosen by People magazine as the most attractive man in the world. In order to be able to pay for his education, Craig worked as a waiter in a restaurant for a while. During the 2007 Oscar ceremony, Daniel Craig was afraid that his fans might hurt him. He used 2 bodyguards because Craig's fans in America followed him wherever he was going. His current wife is Rachel Wise, Mummy, Faithful Gardner. They got married on June 22, 2011. They say that her favorite ice cream is vanilla ice cream. She has been in love with acting since she was a child, and as she said, since she can remember, she has been looking for things that would attract the attention of others. That's why he cared so much about his clothes. Craig is the sixth actor to play the secret agent of the British intelligence agency, and of course he was the first Barry actor to play James Bond. He became so famous for playing the role of James Bond that England issued him a real passport with the name James Bond. James Bond has a funny personality that puts himself in funny situations. Craig, who suffered a lot of injuries for playing in the last James Bond movie called A Piece of Peace, plans to do plastic surgery in the future to get rid of the scars left on his body. He also lost 2 teeth during the filming of Casino Royale. It is said that the minimum price to get an autograph from Daniel Craig is $150. Interestingly, when he was asked about this, he did not feel anything special. To play the role of James Bond, Daniel went through various and intensive physical training courses in order to be able to act in stunt scenes. He wanted his figure to look like a man whose job it is to kill other people. Before Casino Royale was released, many James Bond fans were not satisfied with Daniel Craig replacing Pierce Brosnan, but Craig, who himself was one of the fans of this character, he preferred to remain silent against these criticisms and only focus on his work to get the best results. After playing in Casino Royale, he signed a contract to play in 4 other James Bond series. Daniel Craig quit smoking to play the role of James Bond. Daniel Craig says about his first meeting with Steven Spielberg, the famous Hollywood director, "I can't name the feeling I had as stress because meeting a character like Spielberg is very important to me and with it was worth it. When I was told, he wants to see me, I thought it was a joke at first, but I immediately went to Paris to meet him." Between 2005 and 2008, Craig repeatedly played the role of a Jewish warrior or soldier.